Hey, man. This is actually gonna happen. We're gonna fly together?
I hope so. Dude, the weather is crazy. I live in the desert, it doesn't rain, and it's been like pouring rain every single afternoon and like some pretty dicey thunderstorms.
After ditching 60 pounds of our maintenance documents and most of our belongings at a friend's house in LA, we were ready to start the third phase of our trip.
What are the elevations you're typically landing at up there?
5,000 to 8,000.
Becky's eyes just went. So we're gonna leave a lot of stuff behind here at our buddy's house in LA. So we're gonna be lighter just for performance reasons. But still, like, I gotta be checking the out of ground hover effect charts to make sure that I have enough power to, I don't wanna get any dicey situations because I'm not used to flying in these areas, right?
For the last 8 days, we've been traveling across the country in our helicopter, the Millennium Falcon, where we completed a few must-do milestones. We passed the 50-hour inspection and oil change, flew the required El Paso route with a few epic stops along the way.
Yeah, that looks sick, dude.
And we finally reached Torrance, California, our goal destination of this trip. But we still have one major goal to complete: get Chris to 500 flight hours.
We're going towards Reno because we're gonna meet up with our buddy Trent Palmer. He flies bush planes, which are those, fat tire, short takeoff and landing aircraft. We're gonna go around and have some fun up in his neck of the woods. We're gonna start our northbound departure here. There's the coastal mountain ranges, the Central Valley, and then there's the Sierra Mountains, which are bigger. But I really wanna take the coast because A, it's scenic and I've never flown it before, but B, it's a shoreline transition route that just goes right under the approach and departure pathways at LAX. And you have to be less than 150 feet, which is pretty much flying surface level more or less. So I want to get that done, and then we'll just follow the shoreline up as far as we can get, and then start cutting east and go towards Reno. That's the plan. We've got about 11 days. 11 days until this guy gets rebuilt literally right there. That's the Robinson factory right there. Wonder if our helicopter's like, don't take me to the glue factory.
Before the fun starts, we have a 7-hour flight to get from Torrance to Reno.
All right, here we go. Phase 2, baby.
Phase 3, actually.
LA Tower helicopter number 300 Whiskey Zulu, just requesting a northbound shoreline transition from Torrance.
Helicopter 300 Whiskey Zulu, LA Tower. You're cleared through Bravo airspace via the shoreline route north.
All right, beach day. It's kind of a nice cool day, huh?
Yeah, it is a nice cool day.
This feels illegal.
Yeah, it does feel illegal.
Flying underclass Bravo, like 100 feet off the ground. Look at the two jets going, taking off. We're gonna like fly right under them.
There's actually not that many people on the beach.
No, it's a cold day for them probably.
Central Aircraft Beta Lima, current LA altimeter standard.
Wow, we're on with LAX.
That's insane.
Santa Monica Tower helicopter number 300 Whiskey Zulu. We're just coming up a northbound shoreline transition.
Helicopter 0 Whiskey Zulu, transition northbound shoreline approved.
All right, this is Santa Monica Pier. All right, next is SoCal approach, 120.4.
120.4.
Yeah.
After checking the weather before leaving Torrance, we knew we'd be working against a little bit of rain. And as predicted, on our way up the coast, the rain started and we got treated to the 2007 model special once again. The rain was forecasted to dissipate by the time we approached San Luis.
How are those blobs north of this place? They're still raging?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. We might have to go inland.
I don't know. We'll have a closer look when we get down.
Helicopter 0 Whiskey Zulu, contact tower 124.0.
124.00 Whiskey Zulu.
San Luis Tower, information Romeo, wind 1 under 0 at 7, visibility 10, ceiling 2,300 overcast, temperature 16, dew point 12, altimeter 29er, 89er. Not a very nice day.
Number 0 Whiskey Zulu, runway 29er, clear to land.
29er, clear land, 0 Whiskey Zulu.
It's Tuke weather in San Luis. Oh, what a drastic difference it is here today than like 2 days ago when it was like we were pouring water all over us and it was like 45 degrees Celsius, and now here we are 15 degrees Celsius, my favorite temperature, but I'm like, just came out of the desert, so it's kind of jarring. The coast is socked in right now. There's a big like kind of weather system, rainy weather system there, so I think we're gonna cut through the valley and try to continue heading north towards Reno, hopefully make it to Trent's later on today.
So low ceilings and storms along the coast have ruined our plans for going up the coast any further, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut through a little valley, head east, and then get into the Central Valley, which is between the coastal mountain range, which is here, and then the Sierras, which are here. So we're just gonna go up this little area, which is all VFR, and then we'll be 2 hours closer to Trent, and then there'll probably be another hour flight after that.
We just left San Luis. We were planning on zipping through a little valley in the coastal mountains to get to the Central Valley where it was reporting VFR. The coast itself has great visibility, unlimited really, but the ceiling is a little bit low. We were hoping to get across the mountains there, but there's mountain obscuration, which basically means the peak of the mountains extends into cloud. So that's a little bit sketchy to try to cross, and I didn't want to get in a situation where we're flying up a valley and boom, dead end. You have nowhere to go but backwards. So now we're going back to the original plan of zipping up the coast, and we'll probably see if we can get up to San Francisco. Oh wait, did it happen?
It happened. Congratulations on passing 500 hours.
It just happened over was it Monterey Bay?
Marina Municipal. We're still in Monterey Regional's airspace.
They just handed us over to NorCal Approach, so yeah, great.
Congrats. Still one of the scarier flights, I think,
really?
so far. Yeah.
Every flight's scary for you.
Yeah. You're right.
Half Moon Bay traffic helicopter, November 300, Whiskey Zulu, turning left base for final, runway 12, full stop, Half Moon Bay.
Half Moon Bay.
500 flight hours.
500 flight hours. Yes, we hit 500 hours mid-flight. That was kind of anticlimactic. We got to regroup. I got to figure out what's going on weather-wise, but we might not make it. But if San Francisco is VFR, I want to fly down there. But if we can see the Golden Gate Bridge, might be able to fly under it.
I don't think this is open. 2 o'clock.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Did we just lock ourselves in here? Well,
We locked ourselves in.
we locked ourselves in, dude. I gotta pee so bad, and the porta potty's on this side of the fence.
How bad do you have to pee?
Shut up, let me in. Come on.
Come on. The porta potty awaits.
I'm just not gonna look in the hole.
Don't look in the hole. She looked in the hole.
Stop!
How was that experience?
Half Moon Bay traffic helicopter, November 300, Whiskey Zulu, turning left crosswind, runway 12, for a left downwind departure. Half Moon.
All right, before we stop for the night, we're not gonna make it to Reno tonight. We're gonna check out one pretty cool thing that's out here that I didn't think we'd ever get to see.
Wow, you can see the bridge from here. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Are you so excited?
Yeah.
There's a tunnel down there that the highway goes through the mountain.
Wow.
Oh, gee. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
There's turbulence from that mountain,
Oh
huh?
my God, that was terrifying.
That's when a 20-knot tail goes over the edge of
Oh
the...
my God. And that sucks ass. Still sucks ass.
Coastline traffic helicopter, November 300, Whiskey Zulu is northbound along the coast, heading for Point Bonita, and then the Golden Gate Bridge. We're at 300 feet.
Paragliders out here on the water.
Roger.
Do you see them all? Oh, that's San Francisco.
Black Air 44 helicopter, just heading northbound along the coast, 4 miles south of Point Bonita, ascending to about 150 feet for some kite surfers.
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous?
Going under the bridge.
It's legit, people do it. There it is.
Oh my God.
Black Air 44 helicopter at Point Bonita, turning eastbound towards the Golden Gate Bridge. There it is. That's impressive, isn't it?
Okay, my heart is racing.
My heart's a little bit up too.
Yeah,
It's exciting. Black Air 44 helicopter, 2 miles west of the Golden Gate Bridge, transitioning under the bridge west to east. Holy shit!
What the that was so cool.
Oh.
Wow.
Is that Alcatraz?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Black Air 44 helicopter, flying just west to east, north of Alcatraz. We are at 200 feet. NorCal approach helicopter, November 300, Whiskey Zulu.
Which location helicopter, Whiskey Zulu?
We just passed over the Golden Gate field, and we're en route to Kilo Sierra Charlie Kilo for flight 1.
I knew our flight out of the desert into LA a few days ago would be a challenging one for Chris.
Let's climb a bit.
But what I didn't know was how much it would shake me for the rest of the trip. With turbulence the worst we've ever experienced, lack of sleep and meals, and previous discussions of accidents in the mountains playing in my head, the trip was beginning to wear on my mind, and anxiety was starting to get the best of me.
Stockton Tower helicopter, November 300, Whiskey Zulu with Kilo.
Helicopter 0 Whiskey Zulu, landing at the Atlantic ramp is at your own risk.
With every bump, I was finding it more difficult to control my fears.
That was a day.
It was a long day, wasn't it?
Yep. I'm done.
You're done.
They were nice enough at Atlantic to give us a crew car for the night. Thank you, Atlantic, in Stockton. Now it's time to eat and go to bed and hope that we can
Turn right onto
get up
Street.
early enough to miss the thunderstorms tomorrow that are going to be sitting right between us and Trent Palmer.
It's supposed to be calm tomorrow morning. I mean, it's only like an hour and a half to Trent.
Okay, let's eat.
All right.
After 11 hours of much needed sleep, we repacked the helicopter with hopes of making it to Trent's today. With one mountain pass between us and unusual weather for this time of the year, we were starting to get a little worried we weren't actually going to make it.
We've got clear VFR over the mountains, clear VFR on the east side of the mountains where Trent is, but on our side there's a marginal ceiling. Just try to see if we can get out following the highway here, but there is a chance we might have to turn back if the ceiling is too low. You know, we can stop in Truckee instead of going into Reno.
I just want to get out of the mountains before the afternoon hits.
Truckee's-
Obviously, like ceiling pending.
As we flew over the mountains, I was relieved to see patches of blue sky on the horizon, and the low ceiling cleared as we made our way eastbound towards our next fuel stop.
Flying over the Sierras, or through the Sierras right now, en route to Trent's house. This is basically a mountain pass. We're going over for about 20 or 30 minutes, and we're just following the Interstate 80, I think the route is. Man, very scenic up here. Reminds me of BC.
There's still snow out here, which is crazy. We're at like 7,300 right now. And I'm not gonna lie about it, like my anxiety is at an all-time high the last couple of days. I'm pretty scared right now, but I'm trying to appreciate the views.
Well, if the 80s is trying to pop through for Truckee.
I think the move is, if we got to do any more mountain passes, doing them early in the morning.
Oh yeah. Truckee, Tahoe.
Let me get my cookie that I've been
I left my iPad in the direct sunlight, so it's like, I went to turn it on, it's like, overheating, too hot. Seatbelt's fastened?
Nope.
Put your seatbelt on.
We've gone to all sorts of airports, all different classes, all the way up from Gulf to Bravo. We've stopped at a lot of different FBOs, different types, ones that didn't even have anything, just a porta potty. You know, sea level airports. Now we're in the mountains. We're like currently at 6,900, which is pretty crazy.
Hookup 0 Whiskey Zulu, no reported traffic inbound from the Reno area. Free exchange approved. We'll see you.
See ya. Oh, she's bumpy.
Yeah.
Trent, you down there?
Yep, you got me.
We're just coming to the mountain range here now, inbound.
Very cool. Looking for you.
Oh, it's short, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like for a plane? I mean, he's a bush plane, so.
Just right on the concrete is fine. Just try not to skid if you can, but it should be fine now.
We'll be gentle on it. Wow, this is a nice pad, man. Oh, sorry, I skid a little bit.
Oh, you left your mark forever, man.
Look who we found. It is the one and only Trent Palmer.
Dude.
And we've been talking for, I feel like, years now.
I know, it's weird because it's that, I feel like I know you. I mean, we're social media friends for a long time, and so I see you and it feels like we've hung out before, but we really never have.
We never have met each other face to face.
I'm Trent, and I am a recreational backcountry pilot, and I also fly drones in the film industry for work. Growing up, I've always been intrigued by flying, but I've always had this like built-in fear of heights and flying. It wasn't until my job as a drone pilot, there was a time where the FAA required all of us to get our pilot's license, so it forced me into the cockpit. That's where I kind of discovered my love for flying. I like making videos. I've shot on big feature films and, you know, huge episodic TV shows, but I'm just the drone driver. Like, I'm looking at the little thing in the air, and I'm not rarely even looking at image. I don't have any control. I'm not a storyteller. So YouTube allowed me the ability to start doing that, and I wasn't flying. I wanted to be like watching other people fly or watching content on it, but I was pretty underwhelmed with the quality of content that I saw. And I thought there's gotta be other people that are like really into aviation. There's just no character, there's no context, and unfortunately I gotta probably point the camera at myself and talk about what's going on, and I was so uncomfortable. And I still am sometimes. There's certain days that you're just like off. Like, I can't vlog today.
We've just loved Trent's content because it's like, he does all the stuff that we find fun, and in particularly Becki finds fun too. So like this house, like he built that. Outdoor stuff, yeah. So
all the fun things, man.
Dude, it's all the fun things in life, yeah. This is gonna be a hangar/workshop here.
Yep.
And they've got the concrete pad here, literally just poured like a few days ago, or like a week ago.
It's been not even 72 hours, I think.
That was a cockadoodle dude.
You're on a farm, dude.
There's a lot of different spectrums of aviation. Obviously, I'm a fixed wing pilot, but not in the sense of like a commercial airline. I'm a lot closer to a helicopter that I'm flying in the terrain instead of over the terrain. I don't use it just to get places, I use it for adventure. The ability to not be restricted to runways is one of the things that drew me to this type of flying, being able to, you know, go and explore places that you couldn't get to otherwise. Bush plane, to me it's a slang term. It's normally referring to a plane that's going to land completely off airport.
This is the plane. My plane is a Kit Fox. It's a Series 5 STI. So Kit Fox are all experimental, being amateur built. They come in a kit, you build them. I didn't build my plane, I bought it built. It's a STOL aircraft.
STOL is another word that we use, or term, and that's an acronym for short takeoff and landing. So it's a category of fixed wing aircraft that are able to take off and land in shorter distances. The 3,000-foot runway at most airports is really short. That's scary for a lot of pilots. And then here at my house, I'm, you know, just shy of 6,000 feet. I've got like 800 foot of steep, rough, no-go around runway, and it's safe every day.
Those are some of the mods that I did, and then obviously a bigger engine, and then when I did that, we did all the avionics. It went from a very simple airplane to now a fancy one. Experimental is a separate category of aircraft certification that is only for private sector. It allows for a lot more flexibility for the owner or the builder. Like if you want to build your own airplane, that is an experimental aircraft. It makes ownership a lot cheaper, and it gives us a lot more flexibility as far as what we can do. Yeah, yours is way more efficient and turning money into noise.
Yes, I won that category.
It's a little different than traditional, you know, fixed wing aircraft. It's a little different than helicopters too. In the aviation world, it's one of the safer forms just because it's low inertia.
Yeah, so the plan is I want to show you guys around my little playground, my backyard. You know, we're in northern Nevada here. Nevada is 85% public land, and of that, I mean, I think 60% of the state is like fully unrestricted open BLM. So when it comes to just going out and landing, there's not really a better place than the lower 48. If you're gonna go do this kind of flying, like check with the field office that runs that section. We're in the Carson district range, and I've talked to the manager of the aircraft section and confirmed like we're good to land.
I'm 100% temp-wise, so you just let me know. All right, we're lifting up on the taxi into my position.
All right, good when you are.
All right, and rolling.
Damn, you pick up quick. You must be at like 1,500 feet per minute.
Yeah. Why, is that too much?
No, I'm topping out at 11 here.
I had to do it at least once, man. I'm gonna jog left just a little to get on heading to overfly what I call sucker punch.
Why do they call it sucker punch, dare I ask?
Some of the time when you land there, it sneaks up on you a little fast and you get sucker punched by it.
Don't let Becki hear that.
I don't think it's gonna be a problem in a helicopter.
I'm so nervous about how close he is.
How about your 4 o'clock now, a little bit above you?
Yeah, I got eyes on you. Check out that fog bank over that valley over there.
That's so sick.
Okay, my landing is right under my left wing. And I am on final now for sucker punch.
What'd you think of?
That was good. That was awesome, man.
Have you ever landed higher than this? We're at 7,700 feet.
I don't think I have.
So Nevada, California. There's another meadow that we can land at in the next mountain range that's right on the state line.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
That's so sick. All right,
Ready?
3, 2,
1.
Oh, that was cool.
so sick. Why don't you take lead?
Alright, I'm pedaling hard.
That scares the shit out of me, dude.
Having a plane right there?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to take you guys up to State Line Meadow. That way we can physically be right on the border. It's kind of cool.
Roger.
Pretty nice day out though, huh?
Oh, couldn't have asked for a better day.
I mean, I've felt a couple bumps.
This is much better than being like flying at, mid-noon.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, screw that. Okay, and just know this landing to me is a no-go around because there's rising terrain around it. So just anticipate after I touch down, you're going to want to make a left turn and circle. That was funny. You stopped me in my tracks with your watch. Okay, I'm landed here. It is on a bit of a hill, so if you wanted to get in the more flat, you just kind of go down kind of where you are now.
This is not very flat.
First place that I could land easier than you. We got to walk up to the rock behind my plane.
We have to walk? I can't believe that you have this in your backyard. It's just like your standard flying area.
I'm spoiled. We're basically standing on the state line. There's a white line on the first rock, and then the second rock has an arrow next to it. The NV is the Nevada side, left side's California.
Nevada, California.
So we've done 2 mountains. Let's go down into the flats. Let's go land on like a dry lake bed. It's
all right.
10,000 feet long. Wait, it's 10 miles long. What's that? 50,000 feet long? It's long.
Oh wait, depends if nautical miles or miles.
We're not in boats, Chris.
This guy uses
statute miles.
This guy uses statute miles.
We're not sailors, and it just makes your cruise speed sound better.
All right, let's go.
There is a canyon that's kind of fun to fly off the right, but it's very yank and bank, so I don't know if Becki would like that.
All right, good to go. Oh man, that looks fun. I want to be down there.
Come on down, man. It's great.
Hey! Oh my god. Oh my god. The view come with the lake in the background.
I'm gonna make a left turn. To be clear, I would not have done that with Becki on the plane. So yeah, that lake bed in front of us, our friend that landed out there a long time ago found a dead cow on it, so he called it dead cow and it's kind of stuck. So I would love to get a photo of the plane and helicopter sitting next to each other. I think this is a great place to do it.
Definitely.
100%. I'm coming up on your like 4 o'clock now, 50 above.
Sick.
He's doing wheelies.
That's sick, dude.
Okay, that's cool.
Do you hear that?
Do I hear what?
Just listen. Absolutely nothing.
I was expecting a fart, to be honest with you.
You know what? Actually, I realized that afterward.
The old snack bag. Trent, would you like some snacks? Swedish fish. Some peanut butter to go. Candy, that's not snacks. Granola bar, some gum. Granola bar. Granola bar? Okay.
Oh, well, the desert hasn't been kind to the M&M, peanut M&M.
Some poopy peanut M&Ms.
Our tripod of choice for this entire trip is the new ProMaster Chronicle tripod. This tripod's super cool because it can wear many hats. It can be this like little handheld, like kind of vlogging stick, but it also can be a mini tripod. We've been using this mode a lot for this entire trip, shooting time lapses on the ramp and just kind of setting the camera down, shooting videos of ourselves walking by. So this mode is what we've been using most. This goes into like a full-size tripod leg, so this just goes right down in the center, and it's carbon fiber, so it's nice and light for the helicopter. So it's got twist lock legs, it can be a monopod, it can go really low, and there's also a phone mount on the top, which is really cool. So it's super versatile, and just having one-stop shop tripod where you could do big tripod, small tripod, run and gun style stuff, monopod. We're gonna set this up right now. We're gonna get Nussy, put a self timer on, get a shot, and then we're gonna head off to our next spot. While it's getting some hot, we're just framed up. We're gonna shoot a nice shot of all of us together. Something I forget to do a lot is take pictures with the people we're with. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get Nussy.
You want me in the center?
Yeah. It's getting hot out. You're gonna try to ride in this thing?
Yeah, I think I might.
There was a pause there.
I'm nervous, not because of I don't think that Trent's a good pilot. I do. I'm just nervous anyway of flying.
I'm nervous too. It makes you feel better. Did I not tell her that?
Don't tell me that. Planes freak me out.
Yeah, when I first got in the cockpit, it was a means to an end, so I was like just counting down the hours until I didn't ever have to do that again. At about 20 hours of my flight training was when it started to click. That level of just total uncertainty and like fear started to go away. And by the time I got to 40 hours at check ride, that's when I was like, okay, how do I keep flying? I love this. I think I paralleled Becki's fears a lot, but maybe I had a little bit more of a passion for aviation because I always flew RC planes. I was always fascinated with flight, but I was just so scared of it. My track to comfort in there was expedited because I was so interested in aviation, and maybe Becki's not as interested.
It's gonna be less swaying and more like skipping off the rocks.
Well, I'll get some gum and then hope for the best. Ugh, scared. Okay.
Good? Yep. Are you good?
Yeah, I think I'm good. Jesus, Jesus.
Smell tail will come up. And then right about there, we're flying.
That's it.
That's all.
Just like that.
Yep. So those bumps,
Yeah, those are different.
you're gonna feel them different in this plane, but it should be more of a jarring instead of the dangling, right?
Yeah.
So he's down under your right wing right now.
Oh God. Sorry.
I'm gonna kind of give him some space. How you doing?
I'm okay. I think I'm okay.
I think I'm okay.
I think I'm okay. I'm just like, oh, holy shit. Okay, I'm fine.
This morning when we flew, not a single bump.
Really?
But what's happening is just as the ground unevenly heats, there's areas that are just earlier.
Oh god.
He's saying that, so I wish I could have got her in the plane when it was perfectly smooth.
How's she doing right now?
She's doing great.
I'm okay.
So I know Becki, she's doing a real good job holding it in, but she's freaking out right now.
I have a stress sweat on. Oh my god.
But if you put it in your head that you're like, I know we're gonna bump, I can guarantee we're not gonna do anything that's gonna like be like hitting our heads on the ceiling, but it's gonna do this the whole way.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Expect those. Those are normal.
The turbulence feels so different.
Now you can start accelerating. I'm gonna stay above you high on the left and we'll get that shot. You happy?
Yeah.
All right, put the camera down. All right, we got it.
We got a shot. The helicopter vibrates more in the...
The vibrating scares the hell out of me because like if you feel vibration in an airplane, that normally means something's like bad, yeah.
It's still a fear, and especially if I'm like up high, you know, when you have less sense of motion and it's in rough air and it starts getting bumpy, like I just feel like I'm just dangling up there and all my fears will come back to me. I understand the risks of flying. The consequences are as high as they can get for pretty much anything, but it's like I'm so passionate about it. You find that risk versus reward, like acceptable risk kind of balance that to me, I'm like, I think a life living in fear and not doing it or avoiding the fear would be worse than just, you know, trying to work through my fear because it's so fulfilling.
It's the unexpected stuff that gets you. And then also, I'm sure you've had where like you have 1 or 2 bumps, but then after that it goes like crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's another big lake bed.
Yeah.
On calm days, this thing is like baby bottom smooth. Yeah, you could shoot handheld and like get full perfect shots all the time.
Traffic. That was cool.
What part?
All of it.
Now that you're on the ground, you can breathe?
Yeah, I held my breath by accident.
Got to breathe for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
How was the plane?
I did it. It was really scary, but it wasn't as scary as like a normal fixed wing because we were flying low and we like landed on the ground, which was like so cool. It's like one of those things where you're like nervous and then you get on the ground and you're like, I did it.
Yeah, it's like 90.
Oh wow, it's like a warm bath.
Oh, I'm slipping.
Yeah, it's the like.
I'll deep over.
I don't have my.
Sure, just drop trail, man. Your underwear basically like a bathing suit. I'll put a big sensor bar over it. That'd be hilarious.
You got some slime following your left leg.
Ew.
I'm no meteorologist, but my guess is it's going to be bumpy until we get to the lake, and then it should be nice and smooth when we go around the lake.
See what your prediction, how it goes.
Holy shit.
Wow, look at that lake, man. This is just so amazing.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. Wow, wow. And look at the cute little geyser.
Young faithful.
It is definitely faithful. It's going always.
That was cool.
Thanks. That was cool.
Pretty cool, right?
Did you see the cows down there?
Ooh. Yeah, just chilling.
Wow, look at the color of the water. Oh my god.
So pretty.
Did I call it that it would get smooth?
Yeah.
You did. You're a certified meteorologist. What's our estimated time back to your place? I'm 2 hours, 4 minutes on the clock, and I usually like to kind of clue it up before 2:30.
We should beeline it then.
With Chris's fuel tank running low and the air getting bumpy, it was time to call it a day and head back to Trent's and refuel the aircrafts for tomorrow's excursion.
All right, we filled up. We're refueled. We're not going to fly in the afternoon because it gets really bumpy because of the heat. Plus, there's thunderstorms right over that ridge and probably right over that ridge as well. So you can hear the thunder in the background in the distance. But what we are going to do is we're going to refill Trent's gas cans. Normally, what we'll do is we'll fly into the airport and just land at the pumps. You've seen us do that. We'll refill and then we'll go. In this instance, there's a TFR, which is a temporary flight restriction. So it's a restricted area now that's over the airport, Stead Airport. And the reason is because there's pylon race school. So they're basically taking high-speed jets and they're racing around this track with pylons.
Come on, Mav.
Welcome to Mavland's airport. It doesn't have an identifier because it is not a real airport. It's actually a private residence. We have a beautiful helipad here, which is actually a concrete polished floor of a future hangar, which I've already scratched up. Functioning windsock, ultra-modern house. There are also FBO dogs. We have a single grass strip, about 1,000 feet, and one Trent Palmer from the internet.
No, I'm from real life.
What's real? What is real? That was a real cockadoodle-doo.
She likes this feather rub.
You need to grab these.
Oh. See this?
Just
there
we'll
are
try
these
that.
under the chicken.
You just lift them up and
be assertive.
So I lift up the butt.
Yeah.
And I swipe the
No, you're just gonna move your hand in.
I just reach into the crevasse.
That's a very beautiful way to put it. And grab the egg.
This is really uncomfortable for me. Are they consenting to this?
The term crevasse.
I know.
Not by the butt. Oh, he's clawing, I got claws. He's holding onto the egg. I got the egg.
Look at Haley just grabs it out.
This one's a turkey.
Oh, it's very smooth. It's so funny. She's got a soggy bottom.
It's one hole for everything.
Oh yeah, I think they can manage. They're a bit tight, but they're like not jammed up, so they should be fine.
What are we trying on?
Wading boots for fishing. Well, it's funny, when I first started doing any off-airport landings, it was kind of like every landing was such an exhilarating thing. That was the adventure, like that was the point of flying. Like, let's go see if we can find somewhere new to land and explore. Kind of my evolution through all this was like finding a different purpose, whether it's camping or going fly fishing or something like that. Using the aircraft as like the vehicle to get there instead of just the toy. You can have fun getting there and then have fun doing something else too.
Weather's not looking too good, man, for tomorrow. Well, we were gonna go north an hour and try fly fishing, but the whole area's been having like pretty bad thunderstorms the last couple of days, and the whole forecast for like the rest of the week is also saying scattered thunderstorms. We had them today too.
It's tough because where we're going is like, there's no reporting sites. Like, so we're kind of extrapolated between two very rural towns that are like 80 miles apart. And it looks safe till like noon, but then even there I'm seeing like we're in the lightning strike zone. If it was cut and dry, the decision would be easy, but there's a slight chance that we're like huddling under the wing of my plane waiting for the thunderstorm to end, potentially camping.
Is it worth going there and potentially getting stuck? Like, what does the next day, 2 days look like? Worst case scenario kind of thing?
I doubt we'll get stuck there overnight, but I've had it happen before. We're gonna go fishing, we're gonna go for it. Well, we're gonna get up and double check the forecast in the morning.
All right, so 5 o'clock we're getting up.
5 o'clock get up.
5 a.m. came quickly, and when we woke up, the radar had a surprise for us.
I guess we're making a no-go decision on our original plan to go fishing.
Maybe we should just go over to the west and do that loop.
Sounds like all of us are kind of comfortable with just staying closer to your house.
Yeah.
Just where there's now activity on the radar we weren't expecting between here and Wall Canyon. Really kind of pounding the point home that, like, you know, when you make the go versus no-go decision, it's like that decision's already made and you already made the right decision.
Yeah. We're like almost a month of regular thunderstorms. You couple that with high altitude, hot air, it can be a pretty dynamic and dangerous place to fly. Basically, the higher you go, the thinner air gets. The hotter air gets, the thinner air gets. So when you get hot and high, you have really thin air. What that translates to is the performance you bank on with your aircraft goes down. When we're dealing with that, plus convective activity that, you know, I mean, thunderstorms create their own weather. You could be dead calm, but then there's a thunderstorm next to you that creates outflow winds of 50, 60 miles an hour. Specifically right now, this time of year, it's been a dynamic situation for us to try to plan adventures because a lot of things are kind of up in the air, but we're also trying to go fly in such remote locations that there really aren't any weather stations nearby. And with how remote we are, there's no services, there's obviously no radar, no no ATC to help us with stuff like it. You basically have to have everything you need to go out and get yourself back and know that there's some variables. So we've had to make the no-go decision a few times, and that's part of flying.
With the no-go decision made on heading north for fishing, the forecaster around Trent's place was giving us a clear window to fly until noon.
You good?
Yep.
We might be hosed up here. I see fog.
Yeah, we can go up and check it out.
Yep, that's my plan. And there's some really cool fog and trees over to the right.
Oh yeah, it's like cotton balls, man.
I wonder if there's fish in all those little ponds below me.
Well, there's one way to find out.
We didn't bring a rod. Forgot my fishing pole. Wow, this lake is so full.
So you usually land on one of those beaches?
Yeah, I mean, right in front of us, there's normally like a huge flat area that we camp at, but the water's, 40, 50 feet above it right now.
Damn, man.
And this is where I wanted to land, and I have never seen that underwater. It's like a maybe, and I don't want to gamble on a maybe.
Nope. Yeah, no, I hear that.
I'm going to pop over to the right. There's another spot that sometimes plays, but again, I think it's underwater.
I think bush flying or backcountry flying has a bit of like a negative image to it for people that don't know, like especially outside of aviation. I think it looks very hazardous, and then you rob yourself of options to fix things. Altitude is safety. If we're way up in the air and something goes wrong, you got a lot of time to fix it. When we're down in the terrain, we don't have that time. An airplane needs airspeed to fly. So if you stall your plane stops flying, you need altitude to fix it. The realm that we fly in scares a lot of pilots, but when it's done in a controlled and calculated manner, it can be done safely. Safety has to be on your mind. It's not something you can just do when you're like, I didn't sleep last night, I kind of feel weird, I'm not, you kind of got to be on.
And there it is, beautiful Lake Tahoe with clouds in the way so we can't see it.
It only adds to the epicness of the scenery, we'll say.
It's got the prettiest water. We'll just pop over the hill down towards Minden. They have a good breakfast.
Breakfast sounds good to us. Look at the gray rocks underneath us.
I know, it's so pretty.
With that turquoise.
Well, I'm going to slowly start making my way up over the big hill.
All right, we'll follow.
Winds from altimeter 3009. The frequency we're going to be changing to is 12305.
There's a balloon up here.
Cool. Would have been a nice morning for that.
Into traffic. Kip Fox 8 Juliet, flight of 2, left base 34, full stop.
You in formation with a helicopter?
A-firm.
Crater.
We have feelings too here.
Hey, that's actually pretty cool, man.
Good morning, Trent.
Good morning, who's that?
Glenn Reed in the balloon.
Oh, hey, Glenn, what's going on?
Just having a beautiful flight.
Yeah, it's a great day for it. Minute traffic, Freedom Fox flight, short final, 34, full stop.
Minute traffic helicopter, November 300 Whiskey was just air taxiing to the pumps, minute.
After flying for 5 years, we've learned the importance of making the no-go decision and being okay with it, finding the joy in the adventure you're given and not dwelling on the one that fell through. Flying has taught us an incredible amount of patience this way. And it's always a bonus when we find ourselves unexpectedly having breakfast at a new restaurant, which is not always on the table when we're doing a big excursion.
It's still like 9:30.
Yeah.
9:40, quarter to 10.
You could feel that in an hour or so it's probably going to be a little...
You get a little bit of rumbliness going on.
Yeah.
It's like those bumps I'm going through right now. Do you guys feel those?
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of rumbly going on here. We're just saying, but it's still pretty tolerable.
Just when I'm flying with someone that I know gets nervous and I feel bumps like this, I just know where they normally go. I sympathize and I'm not a fan of rough air. Then there's still some dumb little part of my brain way back there that gets scared for no reason.
Sometimes that little voice is what makes you do the no-go decision, and ultimately is what's keeping you alive,
100%.
I actually really want to fly in the Kid Fox just because I've not done that before, and Becki actually beat me to it. That's kind of...
I know.
It's kind of ironic.
She didn't want to fly it.
No, but she felt it was kind of a thing where it was a personal goal of hers, I guess, to overcome that fear. So I'm gonna go because this is gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a ton of fun. Becky's gonna meet us. We're gonna hang her his plane, and we're all gonna drive, maybe get some pizza, and then come back. All right, let's do this.
Clear.
So we had a fantastic few days here hanging out with Trent. He and Haley were amazing hosts. Being able to go around and just have adventures with Trent, I know probably it wasn't anything new for him. It was all new for us. It was just fun being able to share an adventure with somebody who obviously has a very similar passion. Even though we fly totally different aircrafts, you know, we banter back and forth, you know, this kind of pseudo rivalry, but at the end of the day, we are very similar when it comes to experiencing aviation, even though we have totally different aircrafts. Being able just to use it as an adventure vehicle and not necessarily just going from airport to airport. And that to me is, you know, the ethos of flying a helicopter. Trent flies his plane exactly like a helicopter. Trent, thank you again, my man.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome time. Really had fun seeing your spots.
Yeah, I was so glad that we got to link up. I didn't think it was ever going to happen. We're just too far apart.
And I called you up one day. I was just like, hey, I'll be there in 2 days.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Great to see you. Awesome to fly with you.
It was great having you guys. Sorry we didn't get to go fly fishing.
We just have to come back now and
Yep.
make it happen another time. With general aviation, we know that like things can change and we're at the whim of the weather. And so while we didn't get to do camping or get to go fishing, we still had a really incredible time landing off airport in a bunch of different spots that we've never seen before. Flying out here is so different than flying in New York State.
We've got a beautiful morning to fly. We're gonna head out now before the thunderstorms roll in the afternoon.
We were hoping to make it to Utah, but unfortunately with the forecast, it's not looking great for the next week. So we want to get back down to California. We have a flight out of there in like 5 days.
Off we go.
I'm really glad we got to do that.
It's a bit more of a trot up here than I thought it was going to be, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
It's only a 4.5 hour flight down the eastern side of the Sierras, so that's gonna be an amazing scenic flight that I'm looking forward to. It's one of those flights that Trent said, yeah, if I was flying down to California, you got a clear morning, man, to take the most scenic route. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make it in one day, but if we don't, you know the drill. We'll stay overnight somewhere. It's always an adventure.
Dang it.
You're part of the story, Trent.
Yeah, we can do the thing where you like hold your phone in your hand and make it hover.
Oh yeah, do that with her.
I don't even like those. We'll
No.
both puke in our laps.
We're just like,
FBO dogs, they got poop on us.
One got poop on us. When I said the other day on the phone that you better have Avogas for us, I was joking.
Yeah, but then I went to the airport and I made it happen. It's because I'm a good friend, okay?
You are a good friend. You just tell me you need a teleprompter.
Yeah, I get uncomfortable on camera.
Bit two, so it's all sorts
Sorry, it's fucking hilarious. It's an actual cockadoodle-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is so pretty.
Like this part of the country, I had no idea it looked like this.
Today we start our final journey down to Torrance from Reno. Kind of sad to see the trip coming to an end. At the same time, I am looking forward to being done.
You guys gotta do that fucking apple pie thing. If you're gonna be out in this area, these pies are delicious.
I don't know if you can see this behind me, but there's a lot of low ceiling and dark clouds kind of preventing us from moving forward to get to the pie company.
So I think that's probably the last adventure, other than flying this thing from Santa Monica into Torrance to give her back to Robinson Helicopter Factory so that they can do an overhaul, rebuild the whole thing. Yeah, it's the end of a chapter.